Good morning. Welcome to Maritime English course. So now we are on our week 4. So we will going to discuss uh, a continuation of our topic from the last time. So today, our topic is about a limiting adjectives. So in the limiting adjectives, there are three usually that we use is the article the, a, and an. So for you to more understand about these limiting adjectives, I'm going to tell you or I'm going to read you a short story. So the story is about the largest bird. I am writing my science report about ostriches. I could not find any information about them. Then the librarian's aide showed me a wonderful book. According to that book, the ostrich is the world's largest living bird. It can stand as high as 9 feet tall. Its weight may reach as much as 300 pounds. That is a really big bird. Ostriches are birds, but they cannot fly. Their wings are too small to lift their heavy bodies off the ground. An ostrich's legs are very long. These long legs allow the ostrich to move very fast. One ostrich can run as fast as 70 kilometers an hour. So imagine how fast is that. An ostrich can kick very hard. Just the first kick can break a lion's back. In 1900s, the women's hat had ostrich feathers on them, and all hunters could think of was money. As a result, ostriches almost became extinct. So when we say extinct, they're the kinds of these birds will be gone forever. So they will not be, or you cannot find them anymore. So that or they're almost became extinct because of the hunters. So as you can see here in our story, we have here a words with a highlighted one. We also some words that underline and some words that in italic form. So here, as you can see here, we have the highlighted one, the, and a. So meaning, these highlighted words is what we call a limiting adjectives. So this is also an example of a adjectives. While the underlined words that you can see here is what you remember that we discussed before. It's an example of a demonstrative adjectives. So remember that we discussed about this, the adjectives that, these, and those are example of demonstrative adjectives, right? While these words with the italic form, the slant, the slant part, the words that slanted. So these are the example of what? So mostly it's a number, right? So it is a quantitative adjective because it answers the questions how many. So this also an example of adjectives. So in a limiting adjectives is also called, or we divided these into three. So what we call is the article, the numerical adjectives, and the ordinal adjectives. So first, what is an article? So the article have three. So these are the, a, and an. So remember that. How do we use this article? The article the is used with both singular and plural nouns. So one and used also for a particular person or thing. Now, the article a is used only for a singular noun and used before words with a consonant sound. So what are those consonants? So these are the letters that starts with D, C, D, F, G, H, J, and K, and so on. While the article an is used also for a singular noun, but used before words that starts with a vowel sound. So this time, an is for vowel sound. So what are those vowels? So these are the a, e, o, and u, or u. So remember that. Article a is for the consonant and article an is for the vowel sounds. So here, I have here some example. So for us to be able to understand how to put a proper articles. So here, the first example here that we have is education plays blank important part in the future of our youth. So here, we will see this word after this blank. So meaning will be the position of our article. But look at this word, the word important. Important starts with the letter I. So based on our rules, the noun that starts with the what they call a vowel, we will use an article and. So it will become education plays an important part in the future of our youth. Another example, it provides them with blank knowledge and skills they need to succeed in life. So here, what do you think is the proper article here that we can use? Okay, so the word knowledge, so we are modifying here our noun. It starts with the letter K. So K is an example of what? A consonant letters. So when we say consonant letters, based on our rule, the article that we're going to use is the A. So, but when we read this, we will read it as a. Okay? So it will become, it provides them with a knowledge and skills. So they need to succeed in life. Actually, you can use this also an article da. So it will become, it provides them with the knowledge and skills. Since our noun here is knowledge and skills. So there are two. How about the third one? Blank bright future starts in a good education. So what will be our article here? So here, mostly on the first sentence, we use the article the. So it will be the bright future. Same as the next example. So the world needs bright young people. So because oh, it modifies a verb here, needs, right? Our modifier also can modify a verb, not only the noun. So next example. Through bright young people, blank dreams of our country could become a reality. So here, the words here, as you can see, the words dreams starts in a consonant letter. So when you say consonant, we are going to use an article ah. Okay? Next. Our youth could become a scientist who can figure out to how to produce blank abundance of food. So here, as you can see here, the word here is abundance. So when you say abundance, it starts with the vowel. So when it starts with a vowel, based on our rule, we will going to use an article and. So how to produce an abundance of food. So that's it. Another one. They could also be a great doctor who could offer blank best possible health care for all people. So what will be here? The article that we can use. It's a the. So this time, the article the is in the middle of the sentence. So because the is it's based on the rules, we can use it in the singular or plural noun. So where's our noun here? It modifies the noun doctors, right? Another one. They could also become architects and engineers who could find the best materials for constructing blank tall building. So here we have here tall building. So what do you think will be our article? This is a because the tall starts in a consonant letter. So we use the article a. Another one. They could also become government leaders who will serve blank unselfishly. So, unselfishly. So, it will start in vowels. So, we use an article and. Okay, the last example here will be they could be blank teachers who will educate all the scientists, doctors, architects and engineers and government leaders. So here, our noun here is the word teacher. So teacher starts in a consonant as well. So we are going to use an article a. Okay? So that's how we use this article. So we already know the proper way of using article. We have here now the numeric adjectives. In the numeric adjectives, we have here is what we call cardinal adjectives. When we say cardinal adjectives, it simply answers the question, how many? Right? So that's why our example here, as you can see, is 300, 9, 1, and 70. So these are a number word. Sim- Simple the number word. While the other one is what we call an ordinal adjective. So what is a ordinal adjective? This is a position of a thing or person. So it tells us the position. So from the cardinal, it answered the question, how many? The ordinal is tell us the position or location. Like we're here. First, next, last, and tenth. Okay. So I have here another example or a short story. So here, Charles and Carl are twins. So the only difference is that these two brothers were joined at birth, connected at their heads. With the, with the help of the Dr. Ceres Valdivia, who referred them into Montefiore Medical Center in New York. The boys were separated on the 4th day of August 2004. So they had a 4 surgeries in a span of 9 months. So they celebrated the 10th anniversary of this milestone in August 2014. So here, so let's see. Can can you find any example of adjectives so we can use? Maybe an example of numerical adjectives and ordinal adjectives here. So here, let's check here in the first or second sentences. So we have here the word to. So the word to. So what do you think? So it will be under what? So it can be under numerical or ordinal. Here. So the word to. So to is answer the question how many, right? So for that, the word to or the adjective to will be on the numerical adjectives. So as the rule, it answered the question how many. So what else? What else adjective can you see in the short story? Do you find anything? So we have here the word fourth. So fourth. So what it will be? So it will be a numerical or ordinal adjectives. So the adjective fourth will be in under the ordinal adjectives because it tells us the position or the exact location or the exact date. It didn't answer the question how many. So it will be under the ordinal adjectives. So what else? What else can we see? Oh, we have here the word, see, for. So we have here, I found here the word for. So the for is, it answer or it will be under the adjectives of what? Numerical or ordinal? So it is under the numerical. Good. So it answer also the question, how many? We also have here the word 9. So as you can see, here is the word 9. So simply, the word 9 is also under the numerical adjectives. And of course, as you can see here, we also have the 10th. So 10th is also under the ordinal adjectives. So as you can see here, the ordinal adjectives, most of them are ends with th. Also, other example for that is non-numerical words. Say non-numerical, the last, next, and so on. But in the numerical adjectives, it's simply words or number words. Okay? So I have here, so we have here. So let's go to the next topic. So here. So we have here our next. So the next topic will be about the demonstrative adjectives. So what is the difference of the demonstrative adjectives into the demonstrative pronouns? So when we will think of it, demonstrative is simply the word that, this, these, and those, right? So they're all just the same spelling. So what is the difference of that? So demonstrative adjectives, the difference from the demonstrative pronoun is the use and the position. So it differs on the use and the positions. So we can see here. I have here the example of demonstrative pronoun. So that is a magnificent sunset, right? So what can you notice on this? And the demonstrative adjective, that sunset is magnificent. So in demonstrative pronoun, when you can see, the modifying noun here is at the end. So that and it modifies the end. The word sunset here is at the end of the sentence, followed before the adjectives. So here, well, the demonstrative adjective here is the adjective that we use here. The describing adjective here is at the end, while the modifying pronouns or modifying noun is after the demonstrative or after the demonstrative adjectives. Okay, so here. So for you to able to understand more, I have here some example. So here, for us example, so we can determine the demonstrative adjectives. Here we just simply give the given adjectives or the asking adjectives here. So the first one, as you can see, here they're asking for a descriptive adjective. So writing report is an blank part of a schoolwork. So here, see? So what can you give me or what can you think of any descriptive adjectives that can be used here? So there will be no wrong answer, just any descriptive adjective. But for me, I'm going to use here for the example is the word um, hardness. So I'll use the word hardness to describe the noun. So it will become writing report is a or is a hardest part of a schoolwork. Okay, another one. So here we have, they're asking for two adjectives, the numerical adjectives, and again, another descriptive adjective. So like a paragraph, the report has blank parts, the topic sentence, the body, and the blank sentence. So what can we use? We can give, so here, for numerical adjectives, we can give any numbers, right? And also for the descriptive one. So here, I choose the three and conclusion. So it will be like this. Like a paragraph, a report has three parts. Oh, the topic sentence, the body, and the conclusion sentence. So I use the word conclusion as a descriptive adjective. Okay? So here will be the next example. Sometimes you will be writing about blank subjects beyond your experience. So here, they're asking also for another descriptive adjectives. So for me, I'm going to use an adjective word of interesting. So here, this will be like sometimes you will be writing about interesting subjects. Okay? So I use the adjective word interesting. So the next example you can see here, those. The answer is those. Why? Because they're asking for a demonstrative adjective. So when you say demonstrative adjectives, those are the that, these, and those. But since here, the modifying noun is plural. So it's the word shark. So I can say that the speaker here is pointing out something far. So I use the word those for a plural noun. So maybe you will want to write about those sharks in the ocean, right? Another example here. So I have here, you may even write about um, the eruption of Mayon volcano. So A and blank descriptive volcano. So again, it's asking for another descriptive adjectives. So here in the Philippines, Mayon volcano is a very known volcano. So I'm going to use an adjective, the word popular, to describe the Mayon volcano. So it will be the eruption of Mayon volcano, a popular volcano. Or maybe you want to write about blank inventions and discoveries. So another descriptive adjective. So they're asking for another descriptive. So what can we use? What can we describe the noun? I use the word unique. So maybe you want to write about unique inventions and discoveries, right? Another example. For blank demonstrative adjectives, topics, you will find information in the books, magazines, and newspaper. So for this example, I use the word these. Why? Because the modifying is a plural. But I can say as a speaker, maybe I'm pointing out something near. So I use this, a demonstrative adjective this, for the modifying the noun. So next, here, we have here the answer already is 15. Okay? Okay. You can also find information by interviewing at least blank people who are familiar with the subject. So this time it's simply asking for a numerical adjective. So when we say numerical, it's simply any uh, number words. So I use the word 50 to describe the people. So you can also find information by interviewing at least 50 people. So we use as a numerical adjective 50. Okay. The last example here will be, write what you have learned from demonstrative adjective sources. So they're asking again for a demonstrative adjectives. So let's pretend that I'll be the speaker. So I'll use the demonstrative this. So I'm pointing out something near, right? And the sources is the plural. Okay, so this time, I have here the proper adjective. So if we have a proper noun, we have also the proper adjectives. So the proper adjectives is an adjective form from the specific name of a person or a place. And also remember, it's easy to identify because proper adjectives, like the proper noun, it also starts with a capital letter, right? And to make it the proper noun, to make it an adjective, we usually add the word an, is, and ish. Okay? So I have here some examples. As you can see here, for the proper noun, I have here example is Japan. So to make it a proper adjective, we just add the word ish. So Japan, it will become Japanese. So for example here, what can we use this as an adjective? We can say that she loves a she loves to eat Japanese food. See? The Japanese word, it becomes now an adjective. Another example here is the word Lebanon. So Lebanon also is a proper noun because it's a name for a country also. And to make it a proper adjective, we also add the word is. But we drop the last the last two letters from the word Lebanon. We just get the word Leban and add is to make it Lebanese. Another one. I have here the example America. America is also a noun for a place or a country. And to make it a proper adjective, we will just add the word and. But since it's already ending with a, we will just add a letter N only. So from America, to make it an proper adjective, it will become American. Another one. Another example is here I have the word Korea. So to make it a proper adjective, we just add N since it's also ending with letter A. So we just add N to make it a proper adjective. It will become Korean. So, for example, I love to watch a Korean movies. See? It becomes a adjective now. The last example will be, I have here the word Britain. Another example here also, for a noun, we have here also the word style. So this one is, we have to add some affix. Here. So from the word style, to make it an adjective, we add the affix affix ish. So the style, it will become stylish. For example, he is the most stylish in the class or in the work, right? So we use the word stylish as an adjective. Another example is the scene. So to make it an adjective, it will become scenic. A noun word miracle, to make it an adjective, it will become miraculous. So we just add those suffixes. So suffixes in like is, ik, and us. Okay? If we have noun, we also have a verb. So verb also can be adjective. But how? For this example, I have here the word avail. So avail is like to buy or to purchase, right? So to make it an adjective, I will just add a suffixes of able. So from avail, it will become available. Another one. I have here the word collect. So from the collect, to make it an adjective, it will become collectible. See, I have here also the word impress. To make it an adjective, it will become impressive. So we just add the suffixes in the end. So the able, eyeball, and IVA to make it an adjective. Okay, let's continue our topic. So we have here another rules. So we have here another example. As you can see here, we have noun day, right? And a suffix life. And an adjective, it will become daily, right? So how do we do that? Simply remember the rules from the adjective. We change Y to I and add a suffix and it will become daily, right? From this, another example, shame. The noun here is shame. And the suffix that we use is full, right? To make it an adjective, it will become shameful. Another noun is the word value. So we have here noun value. When you say value, it's like the cost. So we have here, we use the suffix able. And to make it an adjective, it becomes valuable. So value, able, adjective is valuable. We also have here for the noun. So I have here now. From the verb, I have here the word worry. So it's also ending with Y. So we change it to I and add the suffix of some. So the adjective will become worrisome. Okay? Another verb is the word proud. And the suffix that we use is ed. Okay? And when we combine it, the adjectives will become crowded. Okay. Another example. For the verb, we have another example of word continue. We have here continue. So we use the word here for this word is the suffix os. Os. So when we combine, it will become continuous. See? Continuous. Okay, let's continue our topic. So this time, descriptive adjective. So do you remember the discussions about the orders of adjectives, right? So if a sentence given with a two or more adjectives, so we should follow now the proper order of the adjectives. So for us to be able to do that, we have here some steps or the orders of the adjective. So first we have the quality or kind, and we have the size, the age, and we have also here the shapes and colors, origin, also the material, and the lastly is the purpose. So these orders are, we cannot rumble it or mix up with this arrangement because this is the proper adjective. This is the proper order that we need to use for us to able to create a good sentence. So for this example, we just have to arrange the given adjectives here in the blank. So in the first sentence, I have here, I belong to a blank blank class. So the given adjectives is happy and off. So the first rule, it should be the number one from along the orders is the article. So here we have here article a. So that will be the first order. So I belong to a happy class. Sorry, this will be should be a happy. The word happy. Okay? Okay. So next example. So I have here now, so I have blank blank active two brothers and blank blank sisters. So here, okay? So we have here two adjectives again. So what will be the these two? What will be the adjective that came out first? So is it active or the word two? So it is number. So the rules, number came first. So I have two, and then next will be the word active or opinion. So I have two active brothers and another two, because two is for a number, right? So we will use again the word two followed by the word pretty. So pretty also is under the opinion character. So next, we live in blank 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 house. So this time, I have here three adjectives. This time we have a three adjectives given. So what will be the first adjective first? So here we have the article a. So we live in a small, followed by the word small because it give us it tells us the size, and the word green for the under the color. So we live in a small green house. So article followed by the size and followed by the color. Another example. Trending to blank 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 garden is one of my chores. So here again, we also have here a three adjectives given. And we have an article, the. So small vegetables and the. So we have here the article first. So it will be trending to the. Okay. So we use the followed by the size, which is small. And lastly, the vegetables. So vegetables garden. So describe. Okay. Another one. So we have here another last example for this is we have blank, blank, blank puppies, which we love so much. So we have adjectives here. The given adjectives will be brown, three, cute. So first, we have under the number. So we have three, followed by the cute, and then followed by the color. So which is the brown. So will be it will become, we have three cute brown puppies. So this is the proper order of the adjective. Here again, we cannot mix all these orders of adjectives for us to able um, to produce the correct sentences using these adjectives. Okay, so the next one. So remember, we also discussed about the comparisons of adjectives. So we have here three types of comparison. So the first one is what we call here the positive one. So the positive is used the simple form of adjective. It's like as the main word. And then next will be the comparative. So comparative is used to compare two nouns or pronouns. And we will usually add er or er at the end. And sometimes we use more or less. And then the other comparison is the superlative. So when we say superlative, we are comparing two or more than two nouns and pronouns. So this time we add est or st, and usually we also use the word most and least. Okay? So I have here. So let's see some examples here. So here, the lion. So I have here example. The lion is brave. So I use the word here, brave, for a superlative form. To make it a comparative, the brave become here braver. So we just add an er to make it comparative. So it becomes the lion is braver than the mouse. We just add er. And then to make it naman, to make it a superlative form, so the word brave, we simply add est. Okay? So the brave become bravest. So the example here will become the lion is bravest of all animals in the jungle. So why we make it a superlative? The clue word here is the word all, because the lion is comparing to all animals. You see? So we're comparing more than two animals here. So we have here also another example. So we have here wise. To make it a comparative, we simply add er and it will become wiser. And est, in a superlative form, it will become wisest. Another example, I have here the word small. So smaller, because we add er, it will become comparative. Smallest in the superlative form. So we just add est. Another example here will be the word tall. So to make it a comparative, it will become taller. We just add again an er. And then to make it a superlative, we just add est. So here, so the regular noun here, we just add er for making it comparative. And we just add est to make it a superlative form of adjectives. So I have here, let's see, another example here. Okay. So uh, in a positive form, I have here responsible. So responsible, to make it comparative, I'll just add here, we just add the word more. So more responsible. In a superlative form, we make it, or we add the word most to make it a superlative. So why we add more and most? Because as you can say the syllables of this word, responsible. So how many syllables are there? Responsible. So there are four syllables. So in that case, if we have an adjective that is two or more than syllables, we will simply add more or most. So we don't add er or est. So that rule is not applicable on this kind of adjectives. Another example is the word effective. So here another effective. So three syllables. So simply add more and most. To make it a comparative, it will become more effective. And the superlative form, we just add the word most to make it most effective. And then the other example, I have here the word patience. So when you say patience is ability to stay or wait for too long. So we add here more to make it comparative form. So it will become more patient. Under the superlative form, we just add the word most. So it becomes most patient. Another example here is the odd. We have here odd. So to make it, this time we use the less and least. Okay. less odd, least odd. Here, another rules here. So here, as you can see, the word here is happy. Happy is ends with the letter Y. So in this rules, we simply change the Y to I and add ER, EST. So happy, it will become happier in a comparative form. And then happiest, we just add EST to make it superlative form. So happy, happier, and happiest. Another example here. So we have here now the word thin. We have another rules here. So in able to make it a comparative, we should double the last letter. So here, the word thinner, it will become thinner. So we double the last letter and add er to make it comparative. And in superlative, we just add est also. But we also double the last letter. The independent. Here is also another example of adding more and most. So why? Because independent have four syllables, right? So the rules here, if it's two or more than two or more than syllables, we simply add more for comparative and most for superlative. So independent, it will become more independent and most independent, right? So, and also we have here what we call an irregular adjectives. So this time we change completely the spelling. So from good, it will become better for comparative. And superlative, it will become best. So we change completely the spelling. So from good, better, and best. Okay? So that will be the some example or like a review also for our comparative or comparisons of the adjectives. Okay? So that will be our topic for today. Thank you for listening.